Now, let's take a moment to hear from our sponsors today at HelloFresh. Guys, it's fall. There's no denying it. We're literally in Libra season, and you know what that means. It's time to get cozy with that special someone and cook up some delicious meals. I don't know about you, but I despise stepping foot in grocery stores. So this fall, I'll definitely be using HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, I'm able to choose from 40 recipes and over 100 add-on items to save time cooking all of my meals. Stock your fridge up with healthy breakfasts, fresh lunches, and easy snacks on the go so you can get everything done on your list. HelloFresh sends delicious ingredients right from the farm to your doorstep in less than 7 days. A new season calls for a new routine. And why not add HelloFresh as your main meal planning tool? Go to HelloFresh.com/50DomMeetsWorld and use code 50DomMeetsWorld for 50% off plus 15% off for the next 2 months. That's HelloFresh.com/50DomMeetsWorld with code 50DomMeetsWorld 50% off plus 15% off for the next 2 months. Come experience why HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit. Now onto the show. I like to throw people off in dirty talking Old English, like in Shakespearean.
How thou doing?
Yeah. Who owns thy crevasse?
The crevasse.
Hi everyone, it's me, Dom. Welcome back to Dom Meets World. Hope you've been enjoying the podcast so far. This week on the show, I'm joined by one of the very few and rare memorable success stories from Love is Blind. She's from season 3. She's a fan favorite. She's a businesswoman. She's an actress and so much more. Please welcome Alexa. Woo! Oh, Lemieux?
Lemieux.
Yeah.
It means the best.
It means
It's
the
the
best.
only reason we got married. I was like, it means what? The best?
Is
Put a ring on it.
Brennon taking your last name?
No, it's his last name.
Oh, yeah, right, because you're married. Love is Blind. That's what happens on that show.
I know I look like I should be on Too Hot to Handle, so it's confusing. I get it. No, Love is Blind.
No, I haven't watched any reality show. I haven't even watched mine.
Love is Blind was the only reality show I'd ever watched when I went on it.
And is that what made you?
I saw the first season and I was like, that seems insane.
You're like, I want to do that shit.
Yeah, I just wanted to see like the background, like how everything
I want to talk to silhouettes.
Yeah.
Fall in love.
Well, I just love to talk, and I was like, put me in a room if you get to do that. Sign me up.
So, do you want to explain?
Okay.
You do chaotic cocktails.
Yeah.
Right. Can you explain what that is?
I am not a bartender. I'm a bad tender. I don't know what the I'm doing, so
right.
I just weekly I just do videos of making drinks, and sometimes they're good. Most of the time they're really good. Sometimes they're not, and I just and I always get so many comments that I'm doing everything incorrectly. Like, do you know that you're not supposed to put ice first and then add your liquid? You're supposed to do your liquid and then add your ice at the end. But
I have no idea.
I didn't know either.
I didn't know it made a difference. I thought
it doesn't. In fact, it
liquid,
doesn't.
ice,
but it just makes people feel better that they get to say something.
Yeah.
And I let them have that space to do that.
Yeah, that's why I have this podcast. Makes me feel good to just talk.
Yeah, so I have a plethora of liquids.
Yes, an abundance.
An abundance.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm saying that plethora.
A roster of drinks. I could see the colors from over here.
I got a rainbow of drinks. I'm just gonna pour them into your. This already has ice in it, so people are already gonna come for me. I'm already have anxiety about it. You're
already canceled. Might as well. Let's just stop.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, just leave, please.
What's your favorite color? Blue or orange?
Okay, favorite color, blue or orange?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with blue because I'm wearing blue. Fun. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we need liquor.
Tequila. We got tequila. Okay.
Oh, wow. I can smell it from here. There you go.
I only drink tequila or gin.
Okay, well.
Those are my two things, so love that.
And then
it's very diluted in blue right now.
I'm just gonna add orange. I know you said you chose blue, but let's just see.
Yeah. Add.
It's
a little car. I can hear some bubbling, some carbonation.
This is like science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
orangey.
I'm gonna guess Fanta.
Okay.
And then
this is just
this is just just liquid,
Bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your drink.
Okay.
Enjoy, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
What do we name it?
Well, I'm Dom.
And the Dom.
I'm meeting that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dom,
then we call it the world.
Dom meets.
That's the world.
Shitty drink.
or shitty drink. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
ASMR though, for all you listeners.
You need to do a tap against the glass.
Well, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not a good glass. Do you want to pour something for yourself as well?
Yeah.
And then we can cheers. Oh, your cup's better. I like that. Cheers.
L'chaim.
Welcome. Oh wow. Hey. Yo, you know what? Yeah, man. So that drink is definitely a drink.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's definitely definitely ice and there's definitely
did you
liquids. I'm not yet.
Not yet. So.
And I'm still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them had poison in it. I don't know which one. We'll see.
We'll find out by the end of this episode. So what does it feel like to be, because, we've both been on dating shows. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people make it out. Mm. How does it feel to be one of those very few couples that make it out?
It's awesome. I enjoy that. But it also, it's very interesting. I'll get comments sometimes if you guys ever break up, I'll never believe in love again. And I'm like, I mean, thanks, but also maybe don't do that. Rely on other people, to
for your happiness.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good way to go life. But no, it's awesome. We both were very skeptical going on the show. Actually from our season, from what I know, we're the only two people who actually applied to be on it. Everyone else was reached out to on dating apps and Instagram and whatever, but we actually applied. And everyone that I've met after that worked in the camera room and the backstage, they were we never would have put you and Brennon together ever, because they have kind of an idea in mind of who's gonna kind of end up with who. And with ours, no, they had no idea that Brennon and I would ever choose each other.
What do you think is your guys your personality? Is it what kind of attracted you?
They really, I mean obviously it was us that were, but they just didn't show, especially Brennon. I feel they made him look like this no personality, country bumpkin. And he's, not that at all.
Yep.
And people always say, when I listen to country music, they're oh, Brennon got you to do that. I'm no, I actually listen to more country music than he does. He's hilarious and he's very inappropriate, and that's I think why we work so well. And maybe they just couldn't use any of it because it was so inappropriate. They were no, that's some Hulu shit. And so I don't know. They just didn't show all of it, but because we were so much fun, they really, by day 3 we only talked to each other, and so we had hours and hours and hours of us, and they really only showed me saying shakshuka, and and that happened the first day within the first 7 minutes of us meeting. And that's, I'm glad that people were able to see that we really did love each other, because I was watching it and I'm where the f*** are all of our conversations? It's so weird. But yeah, it's exciting, and it's interesting to see where we are now, because it's been 2 years, 2.5 years now since we got married.
Right, and because I know obviously the show gets filmed and then you can't.
A year and a half. We were quiet for a year and a half, because season 2 and season 3 filmed at the exact same time. We were 2 weeks apart. As soon as season 2 left the pods, we went into them, and so it was just.
Well, what was that kind of having to keep it on the down low for a year and a half?
I
feel
will
that's
say,
the hardest part coming out of a
and especially show. With social media, you're so excited that you want to share everything, but I feel looking back, I'm so glad that we had that time just to not social media and all of that. And it was just fun, just oh, this is my husband. Oh, how long ago did you meet? 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because right. Because again, you get married. So it's you're married, but you can't even tell people that you're married. So you couldn't tell your friends that you're married?
So because we had our wedding, so friends and family were there. So close friends knew, but
if you met somebody and then they're are you married?
Yeah, we would say yes.
You say yeah?
But we just couldn't say how.
Oh, okay.
And Brennon would
couldn't
come
say
up
how
with
you
weird
met? Did you have a fake
stories.
story for how you met?
Brennon would come up with weird stories all the time. I mean, it was like easy ones like online dating, and then he would be like, "Oh, like I met her out of town and asked her to marry me. We got drunk, asked her to marry me. We got like drunk in Vegas and we got married." Like he would just make up random.
That's like my dreams. That's like my dream scenario.
In Vegas?
Get married in Vegas.
Have you seen some of the bitches in Vegas? I feel like, it's
I don't want to
like
get married
movies.
to someone in Vegas.
Oh,
like someone like
just
just walking down the Vegas Strip and be like, marry me.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm drunk enough, who knows?
Yeah.
But I got carjacked on a date, and I'm like, I want to marry this girl now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that'd be the ultimate. That's
Did
like
you
the
get a
best
second date after that?
story. Not yet. But
Not
valid.
Wherever you're at.
Valid.
Don't sleep on this man. Sleep with him,
Valid. But she's also in this world, so
Okay.
she's doing like a tour thing right now, so
A tour?
yeah. So she had to like kind of bounce after that. She's coming back to LA in a couple weeks, so we'll see. But I'm
Hopefully
also
no
like
carjacking.
yeah, but I'm also like that's not
Maybe
a good
just Uber.
That's not a good vibe check immediately for like
Well, if you looked all like big and tough, then I mean, yeah.
yeah, but it's also like
Yeah.
that's like the PTSD trigger factor of being like
But like, let's
go on a date and we're stopped at a red light and it's
what
like,
did you do? Like, all right, like I got to go to the police station. Have a good night.
well, she was kind of gangster with it. She was like, like the guy took off and she was like, "Is your phone in the car?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Get in the Tesla," and she was like, "We get in her car and drive." I'm like, "All right, hold on, wait a second. What are we gonna do if we actually?" I was like, let's think about this. Let's think. I appreciate the effort, and then you thugging it out with me.
Yeah.
But like, if we catch it,
She seems like a ride or die.
yeah, she was pretty hood with it.
I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, what would you do if Brennan got? What do you think Brennan would do if he got carjacked? Does he have like a like? I feel like he's the type of guy that has like some sort of utility belt or something.
Oh,
or
we're in Texas, baby. Listen.
Oh yeah. You got
yeah.
I forgot America. You guys have like guns.
Well, I mean, we're also still in America here, but yeah.
But it's not like
It's not
LA's
like
like
it's
America.
like,
It's like America.
America.
It's the States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in
I live
LA.
in the
I
USA.
live in,
Thank you.
Texas like America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. I don't know what he would do. Honestly, I can't. He would be f***ing pissed, and then be like, you know what? I wanted a new car anyway, so I think he would just like let it be, and then, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I feel like he would boss up, but I mean, I wouldn't. For me, like I wouldn't want him to, because like I would be terrified. Like just like let him take the car, and I feel like maybe he would. I don't know.
He also like I've met Brennan. He strikes me as like kind of has the same vibes as me, where like he's very calm.
Yeah,
and
he
collected
is.
a lot. Like, he's
yeah,
very, like in that situation, I was kind of like
yeah.
Like,
It's like I'm definitely the loudmouth of the two of us, and he's just okay.
Yeah, that's like I feel like that's a good balance though.
Yeah,
like that's what I need if I'm like dating someone. Like I need somebody that's gonna be like
we'll go to we went somewhere. We went to go eat. We had brunch, and he hated his food, and he asked like what kind of he had like chicken fried steak or some shit. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways. And he asked what it was, and they were like, "Oh, you didn't like it because he didn't eat it because he didn't like it." So they took it off the bill, and he was like, "No, it's okay. You can put it back on." And she was like, "No, don't worry about it." And I'm over here like, "Shut the f- up!" Like, she learned nothing from entering my Jewish family. You let them take that off the f***ing check. What are you doing? Why would you argue? And he was like, "No, I'm gonna pay. Like I ordered it. I'm gonna pay for it." I'm like, that's weird. No, just let them do their thing. And, if they also want to give you a complimentary drink, they can also do that.
Brendan is me.
He's like, they're like sitting there arguing. He's like, no, please put it back on the check. Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious right now?
I will give a waitress my entire paycheck for the slightest inconvenience that she fixes.
And I'm over like, if it wasn't good, it wasn't good. We're so like opposite in that way, but... Because I'll like complain for him. He's like, "Babe, it's fine." I'm like, "No, he didn't like it. He didn't like what that was."
Yeah.
So.
I'd be like, "But that's not on her. She's working. I feel like she might have kids at home.
Yeah.
Why don't we just tip her $100?"
But I also would be like, let's just tip them more if they take care of it. Because I mean, that doesn't affect them if they take something off the menu, like take it off the check.
Yeah.
Just leave her a nicer tip. That's just me. But.
Brendan is me. I gotta hang out with Brendan.
Yeah. So. When your show came out, I was watching it, and then you did TikToks like calling yourself a simp, and that's what everyone called Brennon on our show because I guess because I'm so loud. And so when I watched it, I was like, because he was kind of like peeking and watching it a little bit, and I was like, babe, no, you have to meet this guy Dom. Y'all are both the simps of your shows. He was like, what?
Simp
And
gang.
I was like, no, like, but like y'all are definitely like the coolest dudes, but yeah, y'all are the simps. Like y'all should meet. Like Simps Unite. Y'all should do some. Y'all should hang
Simps
out.
Unite is insane.
It's like, I don't know if I'm being insulted right now, and I'm like, but you're not. But y'all are just being called that because y'all are just, I don't know, emotionally intelligent men.
Yeah,
so y'all are just simps called by the the big tough guys on the internet.
We're just very rid of
simp,
women's
bro.
feelings and shit. We're just
yeah, because you're just a human that understands their emotion or
I was like, I'm like talking to this girl right now, right? And not the girl I got carjacked with or whatever. I'm like dating around. I'm like dating around.
Her.
You know what I mean? So I meet this girl and like she was a photographer and she was really cute. And I was like, after the photo show, I was like, I'll just go Top Golf, take her Top Golf, whatever. Whatever. I'm like treating her. See her again. We go to like farmer's market. We're together like the entire day. Go to the beach.
I love these dates. Top Golf, farmer's market.
We go to farmer's market. We went to the
Love it.
beach. I door dashed like a bunch of like White Claws. Or just let's get drunk at the beach, watch surfing. And then we went to go see like the Nun 2.
The movie.
Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
like, and I told her, I was like, yeah, like whatever you want to do this week. I was like, I got a brand deal. I was like, this week is your week. Whatever you want to do while you're, because she's from the East Coast, but she's in LA for like, whatever you want to do this week, I will treat you to it. The brand deal is all yours. Like, I want that with her. And like yesterday, she was like, oh, she spoke about coming over. She was like, and then it was late because I was busy all day. But I would have, like, if she wanted to come over, she could come over anytime. I said, whenever you want to come over. She was like, well, you should have like told me. Like, I said, like, get over here now. And I'm like, well, sorry. Like I thought I made it pretty clear.
Yeah.
That like I with you and I said you can come whenever you want. Just let me know. I didn't know like I needed like a third form of reassurance of
Write
like
her a letter.
Like smoke signal. Send like a carrier pigeon. Like she's like, well, you should have told me instead of having to ask. I'm like, I said whenever. Like just like
I wonder if it's just like her personality or if just like women are so used to dating like shitty guys that they like constantly need like reassurance.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just like I understand like sometimes like, oh, okay, be assertive. Yeah, whatever. It's like, okay, I guess. But at the same time, if we've been hanging out this whole time, I shouldn't have to be like, get your ass over to my house.
Get over here, bitch.
Yeah, get over here, bitch. And, look at my balls. Like,
look at the balls.
I don't know why you would look at them. I guess you have to look at them.
Just look at them.
I mean,
and then you can go.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know at what point you you don't have to look at the balls when you're doing whatever act. I don't know. I don't know. I have to stop talking. Whenever I talk about like sexual things, just like the weirdest activities come out of my mouth. Yeah,
look at my balls.
Yeah, baby, I need you to just look at these balls right quick. They just need
whatever does it for you.
They need visual reassurance.
Through my
they got to be looked at. I can't see them sometimes. So
do they look okay? Do you think I need the doctor?
Can you just hold them? I'm gonna cough.
It said in your bio you were a nurse. Is that not wrong, girl?
I know you thought we were gonna go on a date, but I actually wanted you to check my prostate. Getting kind of concerned about it. My grandfather just had surgery, and
I'm
getting up there in age. I'm getting really concerned about my health.
Whatever works for you.
I haven't gotten like a checkup at the doctors in a while. But
anyways,
I
I go all the time.
Do you go all the time?
I love going to the doctor.
But aren't you American? You don't have like health care.
I mean, I pay for it. I pay out the asshole for it. So you best believe crazy. I'm pulling up. This is what I pay for every month. I pay like $600 a month for health insurance, and I'm like, I still don't really understand it.
It's pretty wild because
you know what I mean? Like, what the is health insurance? And then they just like deny stuff over like they're like, oh no, we're not going to cover that. And I'm like, but this is literally your job.
Yeah. I
don't understand. Do you want me to die?
Yeah, because
this could lead to bigger issues. It's going to cost you more money later on. I'm trying to save you money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I've said this before, but I've been stabbed. And
what?
In Canada. I've like casually mentioned this a lot of times in the podcast.
Did you tell someone to look at your balls and think
yeah,
they stabbed you?
yeah, look at my balls. Yeah, it just went left, you know, just like, can you please look at my balls. Get stabbed, but can you just
what they look like?
well, I'm bleeding out. Just let me know what it looked like. But in Canada, it was like you get stabbed and then they fix you up and they're like, all right, peace, and then it's like, all right, I'm good.
That's
Here,
crazy.
I'd be like, I get stabbed, I'd be like, I guess I gotta.
They'd be like, you gotta wait.
I got a YouTube tutorial
Yeah.
how to staple my wounds.
Yeah, you might have to get on a dating app to look for a nurse.
Yeah, because I always wondered. I remember watching
Yeah.
movies and someone would get shot and they like go
So
to.
do you have health insurance here?
in,
Since you're in Canada, based in Canada?
yeah, like I pay for like traveler's insurance.
Okay.
Or my visa or whatever. I think I have something.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not trying to test it though. I'm not trying.
I'm gonna call that carjacker up.
Yeah, you know.
Come back.
That's why when the carjacker was like, "Give me your keys or I'll kill you," I'm
You're like, wait, I
whoa,
don't have,
hey,
I don't know. I haven't checked my health insurance recently.
Yeah,
Please don't shoot me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really know what insurance I got. I just kind of like got the cheapest option. I don't know what it covers. So
yeah, you get on the airplane back to Canada with your wound. Like roll out.
The TSA agent bleeding out. He's like,
I couldn't afford it in America. I had to come back
I
home.
gotta come back and get it fixed. They're like, it's a 12-hour layover in Chicago,
Laying there
right?
pleading the whole time. Can I get some extra peanuts? I'm really starting to get a little woozy over here.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Something in row 33 smells like copper. It smells like pennies. I think.
Yeah, some dude bleeding out.
Some dude bleeding out.
See, that's what you get on Spirit for. Those are the kind of people you see is probably people with, stab wounds.
Yeah. It's kind of badass.
And
though.
me.
It's worked a lot for me in my my dating world.
Yeah.
A lot of people they like the shirt comes off and like, what's that?
Yeah, and then you're like,
I'm like,
do you play music?
that.
You're like, and then you set the scene of what happened.
Yeah, I bring in my acoustic guitar and I start singing about how I got
Nice.
stabbed. That's like,
Is it like a sad way? Am I making fun of your stab wound and it's actually like something happened?
no, it's actually like a very traumatic story, but
I'm
but
sorry.
like you know what, life is
Yeah.
short, so you just gotta laugh at it, you know. Terrifying.
Please don't cancel me. Yeah. I didn't know.
No, I make
I'm just
fun,
here for laughs.
I make fun of it.
Yeah, okay,
I
cool.
joke about it all the time. I actually, when I got stabbed, we'll get into other stuff.
Okay.
Whatever. But when I did get stabbed, I bled out. I didn't know I got stabbed because adrenaline was like going. I didn't know I got stabbed. And my brother's like, Dom, you got stabbed. And it was outside of McDonald's. And then I got passed out. And then I woke up on a McDonald's table and they had like napkins on my back. Trying to like stop the bleeding. But my friend said it was the most Dom moment ever because I woke up out of being passed out, took a bite out of my cheeseburger, and then I passed back out. And he was like, that's the most Dom thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That should be a McDonald's commercial.
Yep. And then I woke up in the ambulance with my friend Taylor. He was with me, and he was like, bro, you just got stabbed. I'm like, did they say I'm going to be good? They're like, yeah, they think you're going to be all right. I'm like, oh, this is lit.
Like an awesome story for later.
I was like, I'm like 50 Cent, bro. I'm like, he's like, I know, this is crazy. You got stabbed. I'm like, I know. This is
There you go, 50 Cent.
I was like, my street cred is through the roof right now.
I met 50 Cent once.
What?
Yeah. And my dad was taking a photo of us, and he like grabbed my ass, and my dad
50 Cent grabbed your ass?
Yeah, it's my one claim to fame for sure. And my dad was like, Curtis, that's my daughter.
Wait, your dad called him Curtis?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does your dad know 50 Cent?
No.
How does he even know his first name?
My dad probably like Wikipedia'd it before.
How does he even know?
He's like, hey, Curtis, that's my daughter. And he's like, that's your daughter? Anyways, it was a fun story. Yeah. Yeah. Curtis.
Your dad calling 50 Cent Curtis is actually did you know?
It's a power move, I guess.
No. Did you know there was actually like 50 Cent, he was like beefing this rapper called Cameron, and no one knew 50 Cent's real name. And then Cameron came out with like this song and it was called Curtis.
Oh.
And the chorus was just a bunch of random people in the streets of New York just yelling, Curtis. And it was just
He just doesn't look like a Curtis.
Yeah, just the most hilarious name to me.
Yeah.
It's like that 8 Mile rap.
Yeah.
You ever watch 8 Mile with Eminem?
Yeah.
When he's like,
Yeah.
He ain't a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
Yeah.
Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. But anyways, I've had a lot of reality people on here, and like I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I hate talking about reality TV.
Oh, okay. Let's move on
I hate
from
talking about all that shit.
Yeah.
I want to know like about like you. I feel like we never get a chance to talk about ourselves. It's always like what's it like? Is it scripted? It's like, shut up.
Yeah. I answer the same. I feel like I go on stuff all the time and I answer the exact same questions. But then I'm still asked about it later on. And I'm like, I've said it 12 days to Sunday. Anything you want to know? Like, I
Yeah.
don't. It's also 2 years ago. It's honestly, it's funny. So like, I still get comments from stuff and I'm like, why? Like, it's been 2 years. It's
Yeah.
insanity. But yeah, we don't have to talk about early TV. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, so what's your childhood like? Was it traumatic? Do you have childhood trauma?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, let's go.
That's why I'm so funny.
Yeah,
that's what. That's really what gave me my
character
personality. Yeah, I didn't have the bad. I'm very fortunate. I have my dad. Yeah, it's kind of like a. I don't know what I want to say and what I don't want to say. But yeah, it wasn't as easy breezy, I think, as a lot of people like think. Like my dad, it was very much like a thing. My dad, like having money, that they showed, and that's like very much not how I was necessarily brought up. So people, like, it's funny when we post pictures, people will be like, wow, it must be nice, like daddy's money, like buying Brennan's clothes and stuff like that. And I'm like, are y'all actually stupid? Like, y'all really think my dad's like buying this man clothes? Like, that's so weird. And they made it like a very like zoomed in on like money and stuff like that, like
Right.
that aspect. And so people really think that that's how I am, when it's not at all. Like my dad, he's worked really, really hard growing up, but there were times that he had like $8 in his bank account. We were living in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 kids. And people definitely have it worse than I did growing up, for sure. But I feel like what was portrayed wasn't necessarily the case for me growing up. So yeah, it was definitely different than I think that a lot of people think. And there were so many hours, but I had asked production, because I told Brennan like everything about my childhood when it was filmed, but I went back and I had asked afterwards. I was like, can y'all not include any of that, because it's personal and it's not. I also have like younger siblings, and so there's just stuff that
It's like
I don't want them to find out on
Yeah.
this, a show. So, so yeah, it was, went through a lot growing up, but made it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Sometimes.
I just, cry a lot, but other than that,
It's funny. I was
Yeah.
watching. Do you ever watch BoJack Horseman? Mm-hmm. It's like this cartoon, like animation show or whatever like that.
I feel like Brennan would know. He watches all that.
But it's very deep.
Oh, okay.
And there's like this speech towards the end where this one character, Diane, she's trying to write this book, and I'm like, oh, just write this book. She wants to do something different. She's like, why do you want to do something different? He's like, and basically she says like, because I need to know that everything I went through was for a good reason. And like all the damage, I have to know that it's good damage, that it meant something, that all those years of me being miserable, basically saying like she convinced herself growing up that all these shitty moments in her life are all going to amount to something. There's a reason for all this.
I like very, very much believe in that. Like Brennan and I, a big thing that we talked about was like family and kids and all of that fun stuff. And when I asked him like what kind of parent like he was going to be, he was the only person that's ever said the same thing as me, which is, I don't know what kind of parent like I want to be, but I know exactly what kind of parent I don't want to be. And I feel like I don't know, I feel like there's something like anybody who, if you were to talk to anybody who like knows me, that one of the first things they'll tell you is like, I'm going to be a really, really good mom, because of stuff that I went through. Like I can never, like I've wanted to be a mom since I was like 9 years old. And my dad was like, please don't, please don't do that. Yeah. And I was a nanny for years. Like, so like I could always picture myself as a mom, but being a wife, I was like, I don't really need that. Like, I really didn't picture ever like getting married and having a husband and all of that. But being a mom, that's one thing that I've always, like, I knew that I would be that and I would be good at it. But people tell me all the time that I should write a book from all the shit that I went through. 'Cause life's a roller coaster, but I feel like I learned so much and I wouldn't be like who I am today if I didn't go through any of the experiences that I went through growing up.
No.
So
I feel I relate to that too, because I grew up with just my mom. My dad left really early on. My dad left when I was 2, came back when I was 10, so he was gonna pick me up from school and never picked me up. And then he came back to apologize, and I basically told my dad to off, like, I'll take care of my mom, and I never saw him again. And to me, that's why I say the same thing. Like, you can either go 2 ways with that. It's like you either kind of like take on those certain traits and continue that cycle,
or you can like learn from it,
or you learn from it, and it's like, all I know is like I want to be nothing like my dad.
Yeah.
Which kind of translates into like the way that I show my love. It's like it's very like I'm very loyal, because I'm like the last thing I want to do is be someone that breaks their promises.
Yeah.
It's like that it affected me in that way. So it's like I know exactly the type of dad that I want to be, and it's like everything that my dad was.
And there's
not.
like good and bad with it. Like I feel like I have so many good qualities of stuff, but like one thing, and I actually personally look at it as like a good quality. I'm very stubborn, and I don't have like shitty people in my life. If somebody like wrongs me or like I'm done. Like I've given like some second chances for some stuff, but most of the time like you're done. Like I don't ever have like negative people around me, or just kind of like shitty people in general. Like I have my circle like very, very small, and I'm very close with my family and like my friends. Like I look at them like they're my family, and I'm just so stubborn in so many ways. But for me, like I appreciate it because that I don't know. I don't put myself in shitty situations because I'm so stubborn.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not a people pleaser.
Yeah. No.
I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I don't like when people don't like me. I'm starting to get out of that now.
Yeah.
But I used to very much be like.
Especially with all of this, it's like a hard thing. I mean, I kind of was in the beginning when it's, you know, someone's saying something. I'm like, I wanted to argue against so many things, like so many like stories that people were coming up with, like for certain. And I wanted to like argue against like each thing. And I should have learned very quickly, like you can't please everyone. And it's hard. And you just have to like really separate yourself from like reality and like what's real and what's not.
Yeah. That all became blurred to me. I've decided, especially after my last few weeks in LA, I'm just like, I'm going to become like, what are it's like chaotic good, chaotic bad, and like all those like different variants or whatever. I'm just going to be chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Okay.
I just
whatever happens.
Whatever happens. I just want just like pure chaos. I'm not a force of good. I'm not a force of evil.
Yeah.
I'm not a villain. I'm not a hero. I just want chaos.
I feel like that's so interesting because like the villain hero like scenario, like sometimes I think about it, like it's such like people try to put you as like a character, like when they were watching it, and you have to be like in one of the categories. Yeah,
it's like you're either a villain or you're
there's the good guys and the bad guy,
or you're just like.
And people will also like flip like this. And you
yeah.
can be like a good guy in one thing, and then like the next episode, it's like, oh, that guy is so shit, you know?
Oh yeah, all it takes is.
It's so interesting.
Like somebody just saying one thing about you, anecdotal, because it's like a lot of people are just waiting for a certain narrative to be spun.
Well, the people I feel like also look for negativity. They don't like. No one looks for positivity. Everyone's just like, what can I hate?
Yeah.
And what can I like dislike about someone?
Because everybody wants something to say, you know,
it's
and
all
you can't
like
really
juicy and it's all like drama and I like. I love, and I talk about all the time, like I love tea and like I love, like I don't ever like to be involved in it. I think it's like fun to like, oh, who did what? Like, oh, that's interesting, you know, but I don't ever like to be involved in it. And I just, like it was so interesting to watch like people who are watching it to like put you in these categories and without, like you're a real human who's been here for years, you know, for decades, and you have so many things that make you, and taking such a small part of that, and I don't know, it was just very interesting.
It's also like, you ever watch Batman? There's a line there, it's like, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. And like I started to notice that it's like people like they put you on a special and they like you, and then like you start doing the same thing like one, and everyone's like, no, I'm sick of this.
And if you're and then if you are like a good person, like it's fake. Yeah, like, there's no way that's real.
Yeah,
like,
eventually it's like you're just putting on a facade. He's not like this. I remember saw someone was like, yeah, I met him at some. He's like, yeah, I met him at some place. He was so weird. I was like, I've never been there.
Yeah, and I
met him in
actually think about it all the time.
I've never been to Wisconsin.
Like someone could make up a story about you, and people would like believe it. Like
they'll
I could make
run with it.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes. Isn't that wild? Like that is so crazy.
I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah,
but it's
It's very interesting.
Like I said, I reached the point of being chaotic neutral. I'm like the Joker.
Yeah.
I just want I'm like, if you don't bother me, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
But if my name comes out your mouth now, I'm like, all right, let's burn everything down. Let's have a blast. Because before it was like,
welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, before it was like, you say my name, I'm like, it's fine. I'm over here doing my thing. But after it's like, listen, I've been stabbed twice. I've been dragged through the mud for the past 6 months by certain other people. I got carjacked. I'm sick of it now.
Yeah.
You say my name, I'm burning everything down. I'm going to the Netflix building. I'm burning it down. Let's talk about everything. I'm so over shit.
Pull the tapes. Pull the tapes.
Yeah, I'm like, I will go into the editing room.
Yeah.
And I will get those tapes. Trust me, I will do that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so.
And people just get so invested and like, I don't know if, have you ever like left like a negative comment or like to someone like you don't know?
No, it's so weird.
It's weird,
just keep
right?
Scrolling.
Like, if you've ever like laid awake in bed at night and been like, "Am I a loser?" If you've ever done that, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Like automatically, that's the survey. Like yes, and you are. That's so fucking weird to like go to someone's like. I've had people like DM me like long like analyzing things and how I'm a horrible person. I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you actually okay? Like, do you need help? Do you want a phone number to call? Like, I don't.
There's this one, like, yeah, it'd be so, like, imagine someone's like, oh, they just see a
So
photo of you,
fired
they see a photo of Alexa, and they're like, can't
It's
wait.
so interesting.
They're like, I gotta.
Yeah. And
It
it's
makes me
like
so
the
mad.
smallest things.
Yeah.
Like somebody didn't like once that my toenail polish didn't match my outfit. They just didn't like
insane.
it and like had to express that. And I'm like, what the f***? Do you go get a pedicure every time you change your clothes? Like,
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
I'm-
Like,
I posted this photo yesterday of like, I was like, literally, I was just wearing like, I did this photo shoot and they put
I saw
makeup
it.
on
It looked
yeah,
good.
the David Bowie
Yeah.
inspired makeup and all that. People are like, this is sickening. I can't believe I
Disgusting.
used to like this. Is disgusting. Like I'm
I
like,
can't sleep tonight.
yeah, and I'm like,
I'm throwing up right now.
yeah, and I'm like, and all these people like they follow me,
Yeah.
right, and I'm like,
Isn't that weird?
but I'm also like, do you guys not understand like what I stand for, or like have
Yeah.
you not seen anything? I was like, I've worn full on like dresses,
Yeah.
like I dressed up like Taylor Swift for
Yeah.
Halloween, like less
Yeah.
than a year, like where have you?
I have to see pictures of that.
Yeah, I'm like, where
Yeah.
are you not understanding?
Why are you here?
Somebody was
Yeah.
like, listen, man, I was cool with the nail polish and the crop tops. This is where I draw the line.
Not the star on the face. I'm done. I'm out. But I'm still gonna follow you. You know.
Yeah, this is
also,
where I
do you
draw the
understand how
line,
social
bro.
media works? Just don't follow me.
Yeah,
if
just-
you don't like me, just don't
dip.
follow me.
Get
People
out.
like hated the fact that I was Jewish. Like that was like a huge thing. And why are you here? Like I don't want you to be
Yeah.
Jewish. Actually, it's very hard to become Jewish. We
Should-
make you like try. You have to try a whole lot. It takes
Yeah.
like a long time. That's how bad we don't want you to be Jewish. Okay, like I don't like.
You should-
What's your f***ing problem?
Should have sent him what's it called? 21 Jump Street. Or
Yeah.
whatever like that.
Yeah.
You ever see that Kanye West?
Yeah.
thing?
Yes, the Jonah Hill
That was
thing.
insane.
That was weird.
absolutely
It
insane
actually
moment
was
in history.
kind of perfect timing. The whole Kanye thing happened when the show was coming out, and I was like I think it was the first episode. I was like, I'm Jewish and I'm very proud to be Jewish. And the same thing, like Kanye's thing came out. So it was kind of like weird, like the timing of everything.
Yeah.
To be a spokesperson for my people, you know.
Oh,
Kanye.
yeah. Was that like, were you, so like growing up, like I know like for me, like growing up in like a Caribbean household, it was like kind of like it's kind of like who you're expected to like date, kind of. And
Yeah.
did you kind of have that expectation of like having, like,
I
a
think my
Jewish
dad.
guy,
I think my dad was the most hopeful about me marrying someone that's Jewish because I lived in Israel. I moved to Israel. That's where I went to college, and I really think he thought I was going to find like an Israeli man and do all that, but I didn't. And you know, of course, got the cowboy on the show. But it was weird actually. So before, like the non-Jewish guy, and you know what's so funny? Brennon like did like he made like a joke on the show, and he was like the follow-up one, and he's like, yeah, like I'm Jewish now, my whole family converted. And there was like a whole article talking about how Brennan converted to Judaism and his whole family. And people were like hating me, like, look, the Jews just take everything and they, you know, take over people. And I'm like, are y'all high? Like, are you I don't understand what's happening right now. absolute bizarro. But my dad actually did want me to marry a country guy. He was setting up a profile for Farmers Only. It's a dating website where you meet like
I've heard of this.
cowboys. Like
They got a dating app for everything now.
Yeah. So my dad, he was like, I think that a cowboy is the one that's going to be able to handle your big ass. And you know.
Sure enough,
Brennon.
there's Brennon.
Yeah.
Handling that shit. My boy.
Yeah.
This tequila is strong.
Yeah. Is the drink good? I mean, you drank it all.
It started to become good. You did a heavy pour on the tequila. All right, so let's talk about your relationship and dating and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Were
Marriage.
you like?
Just marriage.
Yeah,
it's
just
fine.
getting married and stuff like that. Were you like a serial monogamous before going on Love Is Blind, or?
So I actually had never dated anyone seriously before getting married.
Oh, you was in the streets for real. You was outside with it. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Tatiana.
I wish. I should have. I was just having a good time. I was always with like my gay guys. I was always like hanging out with them. So I used to go to the gays all the time. And my dad was like, "How are you ever going to meet someone if you're always going to the gay bars?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's just safe here and it's a good time. I don't know what to tell you." I just was very much the type, like I would go on dates, but by the first date, if I'm like, it's not it, like, why would I continue to like date, that? And I was just I loved I loved my space and like being alone and all of that. And I partied a lot, but the guys aspect wasn't like much a part of it. Like I didn't really, I don't know. And so I really didn't think going on the show that I was going to like anybody, even just talking to them. So I was surprised that by day 4, I'm like, I love you. This is so cringe.
No, I did the same shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's weird.
Yeah.
So.
Are you like someone that falls in love like pretty obviously?
No,
you're not.
No, I had never told anybody I loved them before.
That was the first time?
Yeah.
Shout out Brennon, man. That's my dog right there.
My little baby. Yeah.
I tell everyone I love them.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say I love you to like, but like never to like a guy that, like in that kind of way.
Oh, I say it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I say it to all my friends and family. I say I love you all the time, but no.
No, if I see somebody I like, I'm like,
I love
what
you.
do you think about the name Ocean for a daughter? kind of, or do you want a son?
Yeah.
Everest? What do you feel? How you feel about that?
Everest? Well, you really like the outdoors. Ocean.
I
Everest.
like. Yeah, I feel like if you give a kid like an elemental name, they have no choice but to be sick. You know what I mean?
Like live up to your name.
Like imagine like you meet like
Forest.
a little kid named Everest. It's like that kid's going.
That's going places.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everest.
We like the name Phoenix.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So there's my 4 kids' names is Ocean, Everest, Eden, and Phoenix.
I love Phoenix.
I love Phoenix. Yeah.
We love Phoenix. I like if we have a son first. I think that's the.
What if you have a daughter?
I really like Naomi. I think that's a really cute name. What are some of the other ones? Mia. We have a lot of boys in it because Brennan's convinced that his sperm is only boys. He's convinced himself of this. And so now I'm like, if we have a daughter, you're going to love it. And he's like, yeah, but we're not. What do you mean? We're not going to have a daughter,
though. Men in these balls.
Yeah. Well, he's one of 5 boys. And so I was like, that's not really how it works. Like, just because you're, dad's only had boys doesn't mean yours but he's just convinced himself that there's only going to be boys in there.
It's the luck of the draw.
And I'm like, would you be okay with the girl? And he's like, yeah, but that's just not going to happen though. It's just not a possibility. It's impossible because this is only boys in here.
I'm like the opposite. I feel like it's just all
females.
I feel like, my mom said it, so my mom's always right.
Yeah.
Mom's like, you're gonna be a girl dad.
Yeah.
You're never gonna have a boy. I'm like,
and he's just like, and so I have a little sister who's 6, and I mean, they met when she was 4, and he's so good with her. And I'm like, but you would be such a girl dad. And he was like, but you're not listening because I'm only having boys. Like, if you get pregnant with a girl,
being a girl dad is like the shit though.
Yeah.
Like my dream is to like be like a single dad with like a daughter. Like I want to like braid her hair, take her. Like I cannot wait. Listen, I don't know.
Overwhelmed now.
Recently, I've just had like the craziest baby fever.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I just want that moment. I just like, and maybe it's because like right now like I'm kind of new in this like this like influencer world, and now it's like I'm finally seeing like the fruits of my labor kind of deal, and now it's like I have a little bit of like money, like I'm outside with it. Got carjacked and bought a nicer car, you know what I'm saying? With the Beamer. But I was like, oh my God, like I want like a daughter so bad, and I want to like, and I was like, I want to do everything for her, and I want to spoil her. I was like, I want to take her to Disneyland when she's like 6, and everything is still like so real. Yeah. Like she sees like Ariel walking down the street.
Magical.
Everything, yeah.
Kids, like girls are very magical.
Yeah, like I want to give that to her. Like I want her to go to Disneyland and ride these rides and see Mickey Mouse and see Goofy and like lose her mind because she's like, that's actually Mickey. Like I want like
is it weird that I'm still kind of like that? Like I go to Disney World now.
No, I'm still like
I was a nanny for years, and we went, and there was like a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. They were on the iPads the whole time, and I'm like that's fucking Scooby Doo. You're not even looking at him. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Yeah. Like, there's Gru from Despicable Me. Like that's really him. He was in the movie.
That's real shit. Like my best friend has a daughter, and like she's 3, and they took her to Disneyland, and she was just like. Like, the magic was just, and I'm like, I want to do that so fucking
I love
bad.
it.
I was like,
I want to bring, like, when we have kids, I just want to bring the magic back and everything. Like, I feel like Halloween, like, has lost its, like, allure. Like, I remember, like, growing up, we had like, haunted house done in our, like, garage. Like, and you would put, like, touch the brains, and really it was just, like, water with, like, noodles in it. But it was, like, so much fun, and all the kids on the, block would all go trick-or-treating. Like, that doesn't happen anymore. Like, it's so sad taking my little sister trick-or-treating now because none of that really exists anymore. Like, everyone has their lights off. It's not magical like it used to be. Like, Christmas and Santa and, like, putting... And I know I'm Jewish, but Christmas is literally my favorite holiday ever. But I just feel like a lot of it has lost its, like, shine and sparkle. And I just want to do that for our kids, like, so bad.
Yeah. Shout out Christmaka.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But, no, I feel like that's, like, just, like social media kind of. And, like, the world's just become like a.
It's so sad.
It's just become like a more dangerous, more secluded place.
Yeah, like we used to like go on our bikes, like go around the neighborhood all the time, and like my sister and I, like we used like all the neighborhood kids knew each other. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like stranger danger and all of that, because like I wouldn't trust my little like sister to go outside and play by herself. But when we were kids, we did it and it was safe.
Yeah.
Or maybe it wasn't safe, but it's because of social media. Now we know how unsafe it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Hopefully, I think the magic is still there in Halloween. It's just you have to go to the right place.
Yeah.
The right areas.
Yeah. Like it's Brennan's favorite holiday is Halloween, and he's the other day he goes, "Babe, can we make our apartment? I want to do a haunted house." And I was like, "Okay, like I'll go to Home Goods and I'll get some like decor." And he goes, "No, I want like a haunted. I want to make this entire place a haunted house." And I'm like, "I don't understand." He's like, "I want spider webs. I want like crazy stuff." And I'm like, "I don't know if Home Goods has all of that." You want to do what now? And he's like, that's what I want. I want the whole place to be a haunted house. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'll go get you a pumpkin. I know.
I love that. He's just extra. He's like me.
Yeah.
I'm so impulsive and extra. It's like when I went to go see the movies or whatever like that, I'm like, all right, let's go see Nun 2. She's like, all right, there's a movie theater right down the street. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. We have to plan.
I was like, we got to go this one. It was like in Topanga Canyon. I was like, they have recliner seats. And I was like,
yes, that's how we are.
And I was like, on the way there, we're going to get so much food because we could just sneak it all in.
Yeah.
I buy a tote bag, go to In-N-Out, we get burgers, fries, a bunch of shit. Go to CVS, get snacks.
You're a good date.
Go to the movie. We have all this shit in this tote bag, right?
Yeah.
Ready to sneak in. I'm like, oh no, because they had a bar there. I'm like, we gotta get spicy margaritas. I get 2 spicy margaritas each. I smell the popcorn. I'm like, well, we gotta get popcorn.
Yeah.
We're not gonna watch a movie with no popcorn.
A little buffet.
When I tell you, we sat down, the amount of food that we had. And she
like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
You want any condiments? Do you want ketchup?
I don't think we ate like a quarter of that food. I think we both finished.
It's just like the options.
Yeah.
I like to snack.
I'm just so extra. If you don't stop me, I will just do everything.
Yeah.
I'll do the most at all times.
Yeah. I think Brennan and I take turns in that. Sometimes I'm the extra one. Sometimes he is. But definitely on the recliner seats. Like I'll call theaters, but I won't go. If I walk in and it's not a reclining seat, I can't watch a movie like that.
Yeah, no, that shit.
What is this? The 1980s?
The nicest VS.
Yeah.
Bring me my food. Bring me my food.
Bitch. Just kidding. I'll leave you a really nice tip. Not bitch.
Bring me thy food.
Nice lady. Thank you.
I love like shit like that.
Have you ever been to Medieval Times?
Oh, that was my shit growing up. I went when I was like in elementary school.
We've done dates like recently where we've gone. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it.
I want to go. I'm going to Horror Nights on Sunday.
What is that?
It's like they turn Universal Studios into like a big haunted thing.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. But I don't have a date yet.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
one of the women that you've talked, maybe the carjacking one.
I'm gonna find. I downloaded Hinge.
Really?
Do you want to take a look? Do you want to take a look at my Hinge profile?
Yeah, actually, I really do.
Let's take a look at this.
You need to add the photos from
I've never had a dating app. The first time I was on a dating app, I had Tinder, and my first swipe was my girlfriend for like 3.5 years.
Really?
So
When was
I was
that?
kinda
Because
like-
Tinder's like that's a hookup app, I think now, right?
I guess so. But okay, this is my Hinge profile. So my first photo is this one. I don't know if the cameras can see.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right? It's like
That's like, what's
it's
up?
like mysterious. What's
Yeah.
up? It's the photo on my Instagram where I have a black bandana. Then my prompt is the best way to ask me out is by, I said, asking my Hogwarts house and start singing "We're Breaking Free." Then I join in and we duet. Then we get married.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
Just like
Love
boom.
that.
Yeah,
In Vegas.
yeah.
Yeah.
If we're in Vegas when you
okay.
do that,
Okay.
and then me in the hammock.
Okay.
Super
so you're
chill.
You're
I'm chilling.
You're a chill guy.
Then I'm like wearing the
Okay.
skirt.
So you're like, but also there's a
I'm
lot
chill.
of layers.
But also
There's layers.
I'd be putting that shit on
Cool.
though, right? Now
I might borrow your clothes.
yeah, typical Sunday.
Okay.
I say watching anime,
Okay.
ramen,
Period.
cry,
Oh, okay.
Shrek, happiness,
Oh.
watch Shrek 2, cry, commit arson.
Oh, okay.
Then I nap, eat sushi, watch
that.
Bob's Burgers. Then I wallow in self-pity.
Okay.
Then I watch 3 to 4 episodes of the.
You're like the Grinch.
Then I watch 3 to 4 episodes of the OC, and then I solve world hunger, and I tell no one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you are the Grinch.
Yeah, pretty
Tell
much.
no one.
That one gets a lot of replies.
Yeah.
Then my third prompt is, my therapist would say I should set up an air mattress in her office at this point.
Wow, who wouldn't want to date you?
Yeah, you know what I mean? What a catch this guy is.
He just cries. It's okay.
Yeah. But look, someone sent me a rose and said, "You really got me on committing arson. Can I join next time?" Weirdly
Oh.
enough, a lot of women want to commit arson.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you want to play a game? Do you want to
Yeah.
pick one for me?
Yeah.
Okay, here. You can go through.
She's cute. Oh, she's a nurse. And she can check your prostate.
So you can check my prostate. Yes.
She can say I love you while checking your prostate. She got some DSLs.
What's a DSL?
Dick sucking lips.
Okay. All right. We
Look at those DSLs.
that's some good terminology.
Yeah.
I was like,
You know what I mean? So these are boring. These girls don't even respond. So I like this girl or the I love you girl.
so we're gonna get freaky. We're gonna get freaky deaky. Because
Right.
what's a dating podcast without getting freaky deaky? It's
Okay.
not fun.
Okay.
We're gonna play rapid fire assess questions.
Okay.
This is a new game. A lot of things have happened recently. Now I get drunk on the podcast
Okay.
and we talk about sex. Shit.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what you wanted, right? We're getting more views now, right? You're welcome.
There you go.
What is something that's non-sexual that turns you on?
Ooh, there's so many. Okay. Brennan's like veins. Like when
Forearm
he-
veins?
Yeah. When he's like carrying groceries up or like carrying
Ooh.
something, I'm like, I want to see you do it naked, you know? Or when he's like driving and he's being like, you know, like all zoomy. Oh, I just think it's so hot.
When he's like cutting through traffic.
Yeah. Or,
Is he,
you
like,
know, or like when they like reverse and they put like the hand.
Ooh,
behind
did you put your hand on your thighs
Yeah,
when you're driving?
yeah, that's hot too. Yeah, but really the veins one really gets me going.
I have this habit, like girls have mentioned this, I didn't even realize it, is like when I'm driving, if like say like there's a car that stops really
Mm-hmm.
quickly or like and like I have to stop really quickly, I put my arm out
Yeah,
in front of them, like
Yeah.
even though I'm like stopping
Yeah.
or whatever like that.
save your life.
Yeah. As if my hand is like
I'm
has the
Superman.
strength of an airbag. Like if I crash, I'm good.
I got you.
Yeah, don't worry.
You
My
would've
triceps
died.
are immaculate. But girls have been
Yeah.
like, that was really hot. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm literally just trying to protect your life.
I also like when he does like when he's wearing like his jeans and cowboy boots and he's doing some like country shit. It's hot.
It's good
It's
shit.
hot. It's like, oh. Or he's like, when he like hang, like a lot of guys don't know how to like do stuff like hanging TVs and things like that. When he does that, I think it's also really hot. Like when he's like a handyman.
When he brings out the toolkit.
Yeah.
When he brings out the drill.
Yeah. Want to drill me. Yeah.
Yeah, when he starts hammering that shit. Yeah. Starts
with that vein.
Yeah, he starts screwing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Screwing and driving.
This is a different kind of podcast I thought I was going to be on.
When he gets the pliers out. Yeah.
No, not the pliers. The drill's enough.
I started running out of tools.
You want the pliers now?
When he starts wrenching that monkey, you know. Gotta wrench that monkey. That's what I'd be saying. Yeah. I gotta stop drinking tequila. What is the wildest place that you've hooked up?
In the bathroom of a restaurant.
What? Okay, the restaurant is very important though. Mm-hmm. Like what restaurant was it? Like a Michelin star?
No, it was like a bar restaurant. They had like the bathrooms upstairs. Like it was like so it was easier. It was like both genders.
Oh, okay. Were you? Did anyone notice? Were you loud?
Yeah,
you were. Tatiana.
I don't think anyone noticed.
Tatiana.
Yeah.
Dottie Lemieux.
Brennan was down for it. I was like, hey, say less.
Hey, couple little Dotties. Dottie Lemieux.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
It wasn't. We didn't hook up, but we went to the Drake concert last week, and I was wearing these like pants that like snap on the sides.
And what'd you do? What'd you do?
I didn't. I'm walking, and he was like, "Hey, like, give me a kiss," and I, like kissed him, and he ripped my pants off in the hallway of the hotel, and I'm like, "Oh my god, are you kidding me?" He's like dying laughing. Anyways, but it worked.
Brennan, a little freak.
Yes, he is, and everyone thinks it's me. No, it's him.
You little
it's
country
him.
freak.
I talk the talk. He walks the walk. You know.
Yeah. Who's your celebrity crush or like hall pass?
Drake.
Oh, you went to his concert too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's risky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brennan would tell people that. Brennan's because it was a Drake and 21 Savage concert, and so I love Drake and he loves 21 Savage. So it was like
Brennan loves 21 Savage.
Yeah, it's his favorite rapper.
Why did I know? Why did I have a feeling that Brennan can come to the cookout? Why I have a feeling
he could.
I had a feeling
he
like
could.
Brennan like
he could. He really
like
could.
he does some
That's
like country
his favorite
shit,
rapper,
and he'll be like listen like Travis Scott.
Yeah. He's an interesting. He has so many dimensions to this man. I'm just still finding out new ones all the time.
I have a feeling there's a mixtape on SoundCloud somewhere.
I was I'm like. When I was like, hey, we're going to go to Drake. And he was like, no, I'm good. Like, take one of your friends. And I was like, no, but it's also 21 Savage. And he was like, oh, bet. Be there. And we're there. And he was like, yeah, Drake's your hall pass. So, yeah, he knows.
I don't have a hall pass, but my celebrity crush is her name's, this is low key. I feel like I'm going to ruin it for myself because she's very low key. But her name is Daniela Melchior or Melchior. But she was like, in the latest like Fast and Furious, and she was in like the Suicide Squad movie and the last Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, she was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy, she was like the woman that was like purple that they took hostage.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever, and she was like the rat, the person that controlled the rats in Suicide Squad. Anyways, I met her at like the Guardians of the Galaxy red carpet. I've never seen a woman in person, and actually was like speechless. I was actually like, holy shit.
You're gorgeous.
You are actually like a divine being. And she's Brazilian. And I remember because she was wearing the same color as me. Like it was like alien theme. So I was wearing like a bright neon green suit.
Yeah.
And she had boots ever since. She's like, come here, we have to take picture.
You're like, bet.
And I'm like,
I'm speechless.
And I remember like she stuck around for a bit because maybe there was a little bit of interest there, right? She stuck around for a bit, and I go, how you are?
You are
Dom, yeah, sure. TV,
yeah.
Like I didn't know I didn't know how to talk, and she was like, okay, bye. And I was like, man,
slide in her DMs, shoot your shot.
I've tried.
Oh, okay.
She hasn't seen. She's
That's okay.
Anyways, that's my celebrity crush. What's the next question, Missy? Are you loud or quiet during sex?
Definitely loud.
Oh,
sorry, Nana, if you're watching.
You be saying some shit. You be saying some shit in bed. What you be saying?
Listen, whatever comes to mind. It just comes on out, you know? No pun intended. Hee hee.
Yeah, I feel that. I would totally regret everything I say after I'm done.
Well, luckily it's like with my husband. It's like, what is he going to do? Leave me? You know?
That's true. Yeah.
He's like legally obligated to stay.
What's he going to do? Leave me? Is there any, like, do you have like a go-to kind of like
Commentary?
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of like constant.
I mean, I think I always just, you know, their words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like to throw people off in dirty talking old English. Like in Shakespearean.
How thou doing?
Yeah. Who owns thy crevasse?
The crevasse.
Who owns thy crevasse? I will banish you to the nether realms with thy schlong.
Wood. Oh, yeah.
With thy wood.
Do you think they talk to their friends afterwards? They're like, yeah, he's cool, but he refers to my crevasse. It's a beige flag.
Yeah. I'm trying to, what's up, girl? I'm trying to see that crevasse tonight. You trying to, instead of a booty call, it's a crevasse call. And you don't know what crevasse I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You just got to take your pants off and be like.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah, my face could end up anywhere, you know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Show this tequila. What's the next question?
I feel like this should be your next segment.
Yeah.
Just drinking. Just talk about crevasse.
Have you ever had like a weird or embarrassing moment in bed?
I guess there was one. Do I want to say it? It was actually, one time my throat wasn't, my gag reflex wasn't great at the moment, and so I threw up. And he was like, "It's okay, babe." And I was like mortified. And he was like, "You're okay. Like, why are you embarrassed?" And I was like, "Cause that's literally the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me." And he was like, "No, that's not embarrassing at all. It's actually a compliment. Thank you." And I was like, "Oh wow, you're welcome, babe."
King, what a king.
He is. He's like, that's what, like. I don't know. He just makes you like when we first got together, because obviously it was so fast that I don't know, it was wild just how like safe he made me feel and like not have to worry about anything, and just I don't know, just looked at me and I didn't like feel like insecure even a little bit, you know, which is, I think you could be the hottest girl in the world and you can feel like insecure about things, and I never ever felt that with him. But it was really sweet. I was just, you know, it was an oopsie daisies. And he was like, "No worries, babe. It's okay." Yeah. But it was mortifying. That's
natural stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
he was like, "That was really sweet of you. Thank you for doing that."
Honestly, sex is just, you know what I mean? It's all about sounds and noises and bodily fluids, you know, so that
sex is wild. Like, it's just such an interesting, like, thing.
It's very weird.
It's weird, like, the difference of sex, like, between someone that you like really love and just like whatever sex.
Yeah. I make love every time it doesn't like.
Even if you just met them?
I love you.
Yeah? Daring.
In love.
Nice. That should be in your Hinge bio.
Yeah. That's actually what that's actually like my kink.
Yeah?
Like,
saying I love you?
Like tell me you love me.
Oh.
During.
Oh.
Yeah.
Choking them. You're like, tell me you love me.
Well, I don't like. I'm not like.
But like in a cute way choking, not like in an angry.
Tell me you love.
like a sweet little like, you know.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice when it just like slips out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, and then it just comes out. And I'm like, yes.
I love you.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
And then everything falls apart afterwards, and I'm like,
well, that's probably why you cry twice a day.
Yeah, that's part of my typical Sunday is recuperating from all of the sad moments and tears.
Yeah.
But to be
honest, at least you get sushi.
Yeah, but like, okay, I don't be. Just to clarify, this is all a joke. I don't be like that. But
I don't know.
I'm not out in these streets like that. I really do want to have a child, and well, I guess you'd have to in order to get a child.
Yeah.
Do you have any projects that you want to tell people where to find you on your social?
No, just chilling, working on family. That's a project I'm working on currently.
Tell them you want to tell them your socials?
My social, Mrs. Alexa Lemieux.
Any projects coming up? Anything? Anything going on?
Mm-mm. Just Working and twerking. You have to follow me to find out. I'm very mysterious.
Love that. Thank you for being here
Thank you
today.
for having
Had a
me.
lot of fun. Hope you
This was
did
a good
too.
time. I hope you enjoyed your drink.
I did. I doubled down.
Yeah.
It was some good shit. Created a lot of chaos. And you can find me at Don't Call Dom, and make sure to subscribe to the Past Your Bedtime YouTube channel for full episodes. Follow, rate, leave a review, 5 stars. Please run that up. And yeah, go do that. And we'll see you later. Love you guys.
Huzzah!
Bye.